Hey, geometry class, welcome to lesson number 8. This is day 2 of inscribed angles. I want you guys to go ahead and try this problem here. Remember from yesterday that when we're talking about inscribed angles and intercepted arcs, that the inscribed angle, so this angle here, is always half of whatever the intercepted arc is, so half of whatever this arc is. So go ahead and pause your video, try this example here, and once you're done with that example, go ahead and play your video. All right, guys, here's your answer. So we had to use half of the arc to get 35 degrees, and then we know a triangle creates 180 degrees, so we can do 180 minus 35 minus 90. You could have also done this a different way by finding arc FE to be 110, and then once you found that, you could have used half of that as well. So that would have worked too. All right, day 2. We have a new property that we're going to use today with inscribed angles and intercepted arcs. And so basically it says if two inscribed angles of a circle, so if you have two different angles that intercept the same arc or congruent arc. So if you notice here, angle D and angle C both intercept this arc AB. Okay, so if this angle here and this angle here both intercept that same arc, then what we're saying, then the angles are congruent to each other. So here we're saying angle DAC is congruent to angle CBD. Okay, so we have angle D and angle C are congruent, but then we also know that this angle and this angle are congruent because they both intercept that arc right there. Okay, so if they both intercept the same arc, then we know that they're congruent to each other. All right, let's look at this example down here together. So same thing. It says find the value of x. Okay, so we're looking for this angle and this angle. So again, what we know here, this inscribed angle, again, inscribed angle meaning the vertex is on the circle, and this inscribed angle, if we look, they both intercept this arc right here. And so since they both intercept the same arc, we know that they're congruent to each other. So we know that this angle here and this angle here are congruent to each other. So we can say 6x minus 11 equals 3x plus 7. Solve that, we get 3x equals 18. Divide by 3, we get x equals 6. If I was to plug that back in, I would get 3 times 6 is 18, plus 7 is 25 degrees. Same thing here, 6 times 6 is 36, minus 11, 25 degrees. Okay, so we know those angles are congruent to each other. I would also know this angle here and this angle here are congruent to each other. All right, I want you guys to go ahead and try this example here. So pause your video, work the problem out. Once you're done, unpause your video and then check your answer. All right, here's your answer. Now move on to lesson number 8, practice problems.